Be prepared for highly offensive language throughout, and adult and sexual themes. It seems the kingdom of Big Brother has suffered a famine. Lines have been drawn and royal houses have been formed. But will our self-proclaimed king lose his queen? Could she run away with Prince Louis? Can I just say, there's only room for one king round here, do you know what I'm saying? Cheek. It's time for a bit on the side. It's my house.
As you've just seen, Big Brother has just launched a poll which puts the power in your hands. You can quite literally change the game by deciding whether you want to vote to evict or vote to save. Now, we are not messing about, because your choice is going to affect this week's first eviction and remain in place for the rest of the series. So we'll be talking more on that in just a moment, but you can change it if you want. The power is in your hands. Also tonight, it was good news for Key and Zoe and Cameron, because the Misfits are in the money. And Cameron's top of the leaderboard. But he's still moaning because Big Brother has punished the house. And as the age-old saying goes, if you break the rules, you lose the food.
I'm dumping, I'm fuming, because I got cumin.
He's dumping, he's fuming. I can't do it. At least you got your cumin. Hussein is a very important spice, not as important as Jerry. Coming up tonight, we've seen our housemates getting all arty, but what do their drawing skills really say about them? You better believe it. Yeah, because we've brought in our expert, haven't we? Our Greek god of psychology has gone all art attack on me, ask your older siblings. See what Dr. Demetrios has got to say later on in the show in an item I like to call watching paint dry. Make of it what you will. Also coming up, find out what happened when I bribed the on-site security with non-sexual favours and snuck into the Big Brother house for an exclusive go at this week's Game Changer. It's called the stress ball task, by the way. That's not what you do in the game. You'll find out later. But before I go any further, it is time to meet my Tuesday night panel, all chosen specifically because of their availability. First up, he's the Geordie lad with a lot of arse. I mean, sass, sorry. He's like a needy ex, to be fair, who keeps begging us to take him back. And do you know what? I'm a mug, because we always do. It's Nathan Emery! Thank you. Next up, she is the reality queen who's done pretty much every show. Towie, Love Island, Celebrity Ghost Hunt. I've heard that's good. But she's still awaiting that call from Can't Pay Will Take It Away, but there's still time. It's Georgia Harrison! And finally, we all know I've got a very strict policy on housemates that walk out of Big Brother, but this one, I just can't do it. She can walk into my studio whenever she wants, anytime she wants. She always gets ziggy with it. It's Chanel Hayes! Well, there you go, as I've just said, and you've just seen, tonight's show ended with a viewer poll. So let me come to my panel. Guys, Big Brother is putting the power in the viewers' hands. You can decide whether you want to change the vote for eviction from vote to evict to vote to save. Chanel, what are you thinking?
I can't stop. We need to vote to evict.
You still think vote to evict? You want vote to evict?
Yeah, because I can't be funnying around with voting to save. I want to get the ones I don't like. No, John!
Oh, bloody hell!
Because I'm really...
5 minutes in!
It's like, God, you
I'm pro-peace. I'm all vote to evict, do you know what I mean?
No, that's what you
know. I'll vote to save. I'm pro-peace. I like the positive end of it.
I don't know why I'm doing that. I mean, Nathan, while them two have a row, I mean, if you had the ultimate power, what would you like to see?
I think it would be vote to evict, because when you do the vote to save, people think, oh, they're going to be safe, and then they end up going.
But when you vote to evict, the boring ones get left in there. When you vote to save, no one remembers the boring ones. They get weeded out.
I think that's the opposite.
Like they should.
Because, like, the annoying ones...
Oh, no, she has a point.
I don't know.
I do
What's this lot? I mean, what are you? Who thinks it should be vote to evict? Vote to evict. You think vote to evict?
Seriously, the so-called king of the house has to go. He's horrible, he's nasty, he hasn't got a good bone in his body.
And that's fair enough, but remember, whatever the public decide, this is going to continue for the rest of the series.
Yeah,
it's
the
not
thing
just
is that
this
all
week.
he's doing is just disrupting and being nasty. He actually isn't doing anything nice in there at all.
Fair enough, so you think vote to evict. Who thinks vote to save? You think vote to save?
It should be the boring ones who go out like Sean. What does she do? Like, get her out. Who cares?
Well, as ever, the power is definitely in your hands. Make sure you vote in the poll, because once the results are revealed, it's a bit like Brexit. You can't have a moan up if you damn vote. All right, back to the rest of the show. Let's start with Isabella and Hussein. It all kicked off after the king became upset at her cuddling up to Lewis. Chanel, has the king potentially lost his queen now?
Never
after
had
that?
his queen. That's just so embarrassing. Like, he never had her. He's such a freakazoid. Like, I'm just not. No, I just think, why can't he just be? If he was like not saying all really weird words like how he's the king and how he's so amazing, then he might actually be not as weird and not as annoying. But it's just really, I just can't stand
It's really
him.
annoying.
Really annoying.
Chanel is riled up.
I am riled up. And Ryland is not from where? Yorkshire.
He's not from Yorkshire. She's not going to like him unless he's from Yorkshire. She loves someone from Yorkshire. I know what she's all about, this one. Nathan, let's look at the other side of the coin, the big coin. Do you think Hussein had any type of point with the point he was trying to make to Isabella, that them two did, you know, start together, they became quite close, had that little pact between them? And...
Right, I can understand where he was coming from, like saying, oh, we came in the house together. But they don't have loyalties. Did they know each other before they went in the house?
No.
No. Are they going to be friends outside the house? Probably not.
No.
He came in there, excuse me, he's a bit of an arsehole. That's on his own front. So she shouldn't be dragged down with him. So I think he's in the wrong for having a go at it anyway.
You think he's in the wrong?
He shouldn't have done it.
George, what are you making of it all?
He's obviously in the wrong. He obviously fancies her, and he is a bit of an arsehole, but so is Lewis. She's in between a pair of
Oh,
arseholes.
no, our Lewis isn't an arsehole.
I've been there a few times before, I'm not going to lie. Chanel, she's just got it. Chanel, do you think there could be a bit of... She's still going. Do you think there's a bit of jealousy on Hussein's part?
Yeah, but the thing is, he's got no right to be jealous because they're not in a relationship. She don't fancy him. She's never fancied him. He's just got like a weird puppy dog obsession with her. And it just needs to just get over it. And he is really, like, annoyed about Lewis. But Lewis is also a massive knob, and I can't stand him.
You don't like Lewis either.
So you are all saying...
Oh, do you disagree?
I actually think, like, fair enough, Lewis is a moody twat, he is. But he's also... I think he's all right. He's nice.
I don't dislike him, but I
That's
think
just because it's from 10 minutes where you live.
Yeah, but still, I still fancy him, so I don't care. So don't pretend from where you live, Cheryl.
So all of you guys think Hussein was in the wrong there, but does anyone think he was in the right? And he had a bit of a point.
I think Hussein thinks he was in the right.
Okay, I tried to ask. Hussein did say, though, Isabella was playing a game by cozying up to Lewis. I mean, has he got any point there, do we think?
Right, that I can believe a little bit, because obviously they know what we think from the outside view. So she's gone in there and she might think, oh, Lewis is quite well liked, and thought if I shack up with him, then I'm going to be safe. But Lewis, I don't think... This is where I sort of don't believe that, because Lewis was the one that made a move on her first.
Yeah.
I think she genuinely fancies him.
Yeah,
She can't help herself. You can see it. She's like a schoolgirl. She's
But
like,
at the same time, she might genuinely fancy him, but... She knows exactly how well he's liked on the outside.
But you're saying that.
But he's
You
not
said, you know,
into
Lewis was pretty much the initial one that made that sort of connection between the two of them and sort of made the first
Listen,
move.
if a fit boy came up to me and was like, right, I fancy you, and I was like, well, I know you're the popular one in the show, I'm not going to say no. I'm like, I'm going to shack up with you.
But is he popular? I didn't think he was popular.
Well, I mean, is Lewis popular in your eyes?
I think he is.
Barbara's put her hand up.
I like him.
What a beautiful little pink star.
Yes, you, darling.
Lovely.
I like him.
You like Lewis?
I thought he was horrible at first, but I liked Thomas at first, but now I don't.
Yeah.
But I do like Lewis.
You like Lewis?
Yeah, I do.
Barbara likes Lewis.
if Bob likes him, I like
Do you
him.
know what I mean? Queen of BB. We've got to talk about the unbelievable scenes tonight, though, in the bathroom as Kean got a fresh old one. Disgusting. So no, there's nothing wrong with a bit of manscaping, is there? Oh, there
Tell
it
us
is.
what you told us when you got
He
to
showed
it.
us his, and I said they look like a dead
really?
ant's nest.
Right, no,
All
don't. No,
asleep.
Ants,
Right, you said
yes,
a
but they're
live
not
ant.
dead.
But basically, I had a full body wax the other day.
Lovely.
So, like, I've been there, but it didn't look anything like that.
I mean, it
It was like...
I mean, have a look at what's going on behind you now in them screens. Like,
can I just say one thing as well?
Small Willie.
Can I just say, I came into the office yesterday and the live stream was on, and that's what I saw. I thought Zoe was a medic, and I thought Kian had passed out in the toilet. And she was wearing a green jumper. I thought, what's happened? Look, I was like, what has happened here? We'll talk more about the Wags later on. But elsewhere tonight, the nominations were finally revealed to the House. So, Game Changer aside, it's currently Hussein, Isabella, Lewis and Thomas up. But remember, Lewis won't be taking part in the Game Changer because of the absolute power nomination against him, which means he's definitely facing eviction this Friday. Oh, boo-hoo to you. So, Nathan, looking at the lineup, it's new school versus old school up there. Who do you think is going to come out?
If I'm going to be very honest, because he's been saved so far and he's skated the whole way through this thing, I think Thomas could be in danger this week.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah, just because he's the one person in that house that knows how to play Big Brother. He knows, he's watched it, he's studied it, he knows exactly what's going on, and he's managed to keep himself safe so far, and I think this could be the week it goes.
Really?
Yeah.
Chanel, are you happy that it's these ones up?
Well, Thomas is actually really getting on my wick.
Is he?
Yeah.
Is it because he's not from Yorkshire?
I mean, that's partly it. But I just think, like, poor Brooke, it was so mean to her when she took his £500. And I just think...
Bitcoin, what are these pounds you talk of?
Silly. When she took his 500 Bitcoins, it was so horrible to her. And he would have done the same.
Well, of course, and obviously it was part of the task. And
I
Thomas
don't
is
like
one
a
to
Harry
sit there and
hypocrite,
say-
like, it's not on.
Harry hypocrite, I'm losing that. We did see as well tonight, an emotional Kian said he felt he'd lost himself and was nobody's priority and nobody's problem.
Oh, God.
George, let me come to you on this one. What's happened with Kian? Because, I mean, we're now seeing Zoe nominate and, you know, talk about him, and then we see Cameron say that he's not really got that much trust in him. Like, where's it gone wrong for Kian with his clip?
I just feel like he's got a bit sensitive where he has had a few fallouts, and now he's got so insecure to the point where everyone's got a problem, and he's sort of almost isolating himself and making a bigger deal of things that aren't actually that much of a big deal. But it's horrible to see him so sad. Like, he needs to grow some balls.
Well, he's had them waxed off, hasn't he? He had them waxed off a minute ago.
I was going to say, he might not have them after that.
I slightly disagree with that, because I think, do you know when Isabella came in the house, he dropped Zoe like a hot sauce, like straight away. So then he's complaining like, oh, well, you've gone off. Hang on, you dropped her, love. And then now with Cameron, I think since Cameron's come out, he knows that it's ready meal to the final. If I shack up with Cameron, get the love story in, I'm in the final.
Do you think?
No, because Cameron's wary of you and he doesn't trust you. So now you're shitting yourself.
He said, though, that he feels like his friendship with Zoe wasn't really the same as it was, and he felt that he'd been left out by her and Cameron. Chanel, is this the end of the Misfits? Is this the breakup?
I think the Misfits need a funeral of some sort.
Oh, good. Oh, God.
Yeah.
I mean, if we ain't got enough to worry about, you know what I mean?
She's already a medic. She might as well do the rest
you
of
might
it.
as well just service it.
But, yeah, I think definitely they're over. Zoe and Cameron can still be pal it, but I just think he needs to grow a pair, because, like you said, they're being waxed off. He just needs to get over it.
Well, there's something that did happen this week so far. The housemates have all been a bit naughty, and I'm very, very proud, because Big Brother came down quite hard. That's what I like to see. That's very much what I like to see. George, they were asking for it, weren't they? All the rations, taking all the food off them, the alarms. I mean, Big Brother's done the right thing, surely.
I mean, at the end of the day, like, obviously, what they do on Nathan's show is a lot worse. All they done, they jumped in the pool, and if I'm honest, I think Lewis is worrying he ain't going to get his hands on the prize money, and he's going for a claim up instead. He couldn't wait to fall over.
A little no-win, no fee. He's going for a little no-win, no fee in the name. But to be fair, it wasn't just obviously the jumping in the pool. There's been discussion of nominations. And are we liking a harsher Big Brother?
This is it, back to basics, old school Big Brother, and also bring back the jail. Put them in the jail.
Throw away the key. We'll come off air and forget they're in there. The lack of food, though, in the house could continue if they keep breaking those rules. Big Brother hasn't got rid of all the food, though. Let's have a little reminder of what food they've actually got in there at the minute.
This is Thomas, isn't it?
Food for the kings. We got rice, we got chickpeas, we got red kidney beans.
Well, we can make a good meal with that.
Beautiful. So I mean, I was a MasterChef finalist, don't get me wrong, but I don't know what they could make with that list of ingredients, but I do know a woman who can help. The nation's favourite chef. She's your friend and mine. Rusty Lee's on the line.
Hello.
Hello,
Big Brother land.
Rusty, how are you, darling?
Yes.
You all right?
I'm very well. Oh, isn't Big Brother naughty?
Oh, he naughty.
I love it.
Rusty, we've got chickpeas in the house. We've got some rice. We've got some red kidney beans. What's your suggestion, darling?
Oh, yes. They can have some nice rice and peas.
Yeah, got the rice and peas. No, anything else that they could rustle up?
They can cook up the chickpeas and in a little water, salt and pepper.
Oh.
They have got water, haven't they?
Yeah, we have not that horrible, yeah.
And they can mash the chickpeas down and they can fry it in a little oil and make little patties. Good luck.
Oh, little patty from Rusty. I love you, darling. Be good.
Love you
Rusty
all.
Lee, everyone. What a legend. And if you want that recipe, head to the website. It definitely won't be there. Right, still to come tonight. I'm going to be taking a trip to the Bots Art Gallery, guys. Yeah. With the Greek god of all things psychology, Dr. Demetrios is back. We love him. There he is, looking all pensive. He's going to be telling us what our housemates' drawing skills say about them. The results, I'm told, are quite fascinating. I will see you straight after this. Jesus Christ. Sorry, welcome back to Big Brother's Bit on the Side. Nathan wanted a little bit. Can you just, Chanel, actually, you take that. Coming up in just a moment, he's a consumer and business psychologist at University College London. I'd just like to call him my GBF. That's my Greek best friend. Dr. Demetrios is back, everyone. Lovely. And this time he's inspecting our housemates' artistic talents. How appropriate after tonight's task. It's like we knew. Now, talking of task and that cheeky chappy, the game changers, reared his head again. You're going to get to see the task in tomorrow night's main show. But earlier today, I was given a sneaky peek of the stressful game changer. Have a look at this. I think we should just cut it off, babe.
Cut it off!
So, guys, you've joined me here in the Game Changer arena for this week's Game Changer. I'll wait until he's finished. I should really be explaining the task, but this is more fun. This week's Game Changer is just finishing going in, and this week it's called Stress Balls. All they need to do is hold on to their stress ball for as long as they can. So it sounds quite simple, but it's actually on a rope, so you do get quite a little bit of pressure and it will get a little bit achy. But if they let go, this happens. Did that break? Shit, sorry, babe.
This is Big Brother. It's time for the Game Changer Stress Ball to begin.
I'm going to get my big old pink ball and I'm going to get started. Oh my God, how long have I been doing this for? My arm hurts. Do you know what, my arm actually... Jacob, sorry, can you just hold that for 1 second? I'm just gonna just go untie my laces. Can you just don't let go? All right, I'll literally be like 10 seconds. 10 seconds. You're beautiful, yes you are. You're beautiful. So there you go, that is this week's Game Changer. It's a test of endurance, a test of strength, and big old balls. It's back to you, Rylan. Is Jacob still there? Tell Jacob he can come back now. I've left him up there, it's not my fault. So there we have it, the stressful Game Changer. As it stands, Thomas, Cameron, Hussein and Isabella will be taking part. Chanel, as it currently stands, we obviously know more people have got to be added to it, but out of them three, who do we think is going to do the best at it at the moment, do you think?
I feel like Thomas won't do that well.
You don't?
He doesn't like the physical ones.
Doing it, it's not as physical as running around, but it aches.
Yeah. No, but what about the one where they had to hold the coins? He, like...
Yeah, true. He didn't do too bad at it, but I think it was after, like, 40 seconds or something. He didn't not doing it no more.
I don't think he'll do that.
Well, talking of Thomas, Nathan, I mean, he said, you know, if it's a physical task, it's not going to be worth it. Do you think he could do well at this? He wants to stay.
I'm not even the bullshit, no. No, I don't think he'd do well at it. I I think he'd give it a try, but do you know what? He's going to lose at it and he's going to be pissed off again. Do
you think?
But it's going to be his own fault.
Yeah, but he's going to say it's everyone else's fault.
But this is the problem. This is why he's going to get evicted, because you need to stop whinging and take responsibility for your actions.
Saying that,
thank you.
George, Hussein.
Oprah Winfrey.
Hussein said himself as well, you know, I'm really worried about the game changer because, you know, I don't really enjoy physical things. I think I'm going to lose. How do you think Hussein's going to do with the old stress ball?
Well, he thinks he's the king of everything, so what, he can't even handle a couple of balls?
No, we are.
Get with it, Hussein.
You definitely can. Well, only time will tell who comes out on top. I swear to God, that link was actually written. So tonight, we did see the house take on an art challenge, which I thought was very artsy, didn't you? Yes, I did. But here at Bots, where others follow, we lead. So before the housemates even entered the house, we set them our very own artistic task. We asked our housemates to draw what they thought Big Brother looked like. It's quite fun. So we can analyse their handiwork. It is now time to dissect some doodles in watching paint dry. Watching paint dry. Today, the artistic talents of our housemates were revealed.
I went to art school, bitches.
All right, Brooke, nobody likes to show off. I'm joined now by a Greek god of psychology, Dr. Demetrios, everybody. Kalimera to you and your family. Kalimera, Kalimera. He's going to be here to analyse our housemates' drawing skills. Now, before we start these ones, I want to talk about the painting challenge very quickly.
Sure.
There was one that really stood out, and that was Lewis's. So let's have a little look at that. He explained that he picked an abstract style by creating a fake image of Cameron and using the colours and blur to represent the moods and emotions in Cameron's life, fighting through the darkness and into love. Do you know what I mean? What does that say about Lewis?
I think this is, to start with, a really, really creative painting.
Very creative.
It's lovely, lots of colours. However, with a close inspection, we can actually see that the model, the main character of the portrait, has not actually been in the centre of this painting, but it's been forced on the corner.
Yeah.
The brushstrokes are quite aggressive, they're quite masculine. Oh. In reality, what we look at this is someone being very frustrated about the power that the particular subject is actually on this. In reality, Lewis is quite frustrated, and the way to visualise this is just pushing the model, not giving him the right position, and using very aggressive colours to indicate that.
Well, that's Lewis, everyone. There you go. Hang on. Let me pop that down here. So, earlier on, we gave you access to the housemates' pictures of Big Brother that we asked them to draw before they went into the house. Yes. I don't know whose is whose. Okay. So what would you say about example 1?
OK, let's try and guess then, OK?
OK.
So the very first thing that we can actually see that is quite minimal. So it's someone who's fairly young. And also, in reality, it's just you can see the thickness of his limbs. What you can actually say, the thicker the line, the more aggressive or frustrated someone may be. And in the reality, we don't see anything else from the Big Brother house, just only that little stickman, which is something that sort of indicates that they're quite self-aware of who they are, or perhaps anxious about who they are and what they might be doing in the house.
I think the fact it says P.S. I still can't draw as well sounds like someone who's probably a bit self-deprecating.
Absolutely. So I think it's time for you to guess. Who do you think it is?
Who do you think? You think Cameron? You did say young. I'm going to go. All right, we'll go Cameron.
Shall we see?
Yeah, go on. It's Cameron! Yes! Well done!
Fantastic.
Not a bad little drawing there, I'm not going to lie. I love a little stick man. Right, what's next?
OK, so these house...
That looks like me when I had my extensions.
Let me see. Yes. So this is a bold character, someone who's not actually afraid to use the entire canvas to paint and portray Big Brother. Now, they're quite fluid in terms of their sexuality, because we actually have both male and female characteristics in there. However, they're quite not as expressive. The mouth is shut, it's not actually open. So, who do you think it is?
I don't know. Thomas? We're going to go Thomas.
You sure?
Thomas or Akeem? Thomas, we're going Thomas.
OK, 3, 2, 1.
It's Zoe! Cheek. So what does that say about Zoe then?
Is still someone who I think she hasn't flourished yet. We don't actually really know who she is. She's still sitting on the fence, and I think by nominating Kian, we can actually start seeing who her real character really is.
And basically, she thinks Big Brother looks like me in a wig.
Precisely.
Fine, fair enough. I'll take it, I'll own it. Right, let's move on to the next one. Oh, OK.
So this is slightly more complex, and to be honest with you, size does matter when it comes to this analysis. OK? So we have someone who is, again, quite of an introverted individual. They're not at the very centre of what the painting is, but they're quite aware of the dynamics of who these people are, and is quite concerned about the conversations that might be happening. Someone insecure, not want to be a part of it, but quite a dominant person because, you know, some of the main basic sort of, you know, actions are still in the centre of the painting.
It looks like the stages of my nights out. Like, as I'm looking, who do we think? Kian, Lewis. See, they're saying Lewis, but I don't think it's Lewis because seeing his painting, I think he would have done a better job. But the fact that you said insecure and maybe not at the centre, I'm going to go away from you. I'm going to say Akeem.
I think you're right.
Am I right? Yes! What? And what? It's a little bit of an odd thing. Would you say that this looks like he's a bit afraid of the process?
I think he is afraid of the process, and the very fact that we see so many little figures in the eye of Big Brother, he's actually feeling that he's been watched. Again, someone who is insecure, but, you know, he hasn't actually given us much.
But you say that, but he is being watched. You say he feels like he's being watched. He's been accused of playing up for the cameras before. Do you think he is?
He is. This is a game player's plan. They're aware of, you know, where the conversation is happening, and they're aware of the different steps required.
OK, fair enough. All right, good luck to you, Akeem. Let's see what's next. Oh, there's a bit of me. Go on.
OK, so this is a really, really distinct...
It's a Cyclops!
Yeah, it is, it is. It is quite an interesting character. So open hands sort of indicates willingness. They're open characters. They want to know more. Yeah. They're very, very confident. The bigger arms document sort of, you know, someone who is possessed with power. They want to be in control. They want to actually be in charge. However, there's a funny side to that. Excessive cuts and shading.
And can I just point out something I've noticed? Very large testicles there. Can we see that? Large testicles. What does that say about this person?
So it is someone who is actually slightly concerned about the southern part of one's body.
So worried about... OK, who do we think? You think Lewis? Big ball? All right, we're going to go Lewis.
Let's see.
Thomas! You're terrible at this! Even Barbara's up in arms. So what does this say about Thomas?
I think he's someone who is indeed quite happy with their body, they're happy to be celebrated, but there is a subtlety, there is an anxiety about him, and, you know, his probably private life or romantic life that's been documented here.
I know I pointed it out earlier, but the one eye, I mean, I know that's a bit of a nod to Big Brother, but is that quite odd, drawing the one eye in someone's face?
It is. It's quite someone who believes in myths, someone who actually believes in fairy tales. He's a dreamy person. It's a great sign of a good imagination.
OK, fair enough. Well, that's Thomas's. Let's take a look at this. Oh, this is very detailed, isn't it? Very detailed. What do we make of this?
Now, to be perfectly honest with you, I'm slightly worried about this one. It's someone who knows the house quite well. The intricate details is actually quite close to the main logo. And the house is there, but for them, Big Brother is bigger than their own house, which is documents that, you know, someone is possessed with, you know, Big Brother. So I'm really, really worried what is going to happen to this individual when the show finishes.
Oh, so it's someone who's obsessed with Big Brother, Big Brother's a big part of their life.
Precisely.
And sees it like home.
It is.
Who do we think that could be? Kian? Me? You thought me? Should we find out?
Let's find out.
There is me! Yes! Kian. Do you know what? And I think you are right. I did get asked to do this today, and that's literally what I drew. This isn't like planned or anything. But is that genuinely what you think that means?
It is. It is someone who actually knows Big Brother so well, but the intricate details of the little networks, it's just someone who is in love with it. So yes, you are truly in love with this.
I love that. I'm going to keep this. I'm Dr. Demetrios. I've loved it. Give it up for Dr. Demetrios, everyone. You're welcome. Right, we've seen the housemates and my artistic skills, but now it's time to put the panel to the test. So I've provided that lot with cards and marker pens, and they've got one whole break to complete a masterclass of a masterpiece worthy of a Turner Prize. That's quite a prestigious art. Look, for you lot. So I'm just going to get ready. If you don't mind, I'll see you straight after this break. Paint me like one of your French girls. Go on. Welcome back to Big Brothers bit on the side. Now, before you all cruelly left us for that ad break, I set my panel the artistic task of drawing moi. So let's see who's the Picasso and who's the Picasso. No. Love. Right, Chanel, I'm going to come to you first. Let's have a look.
Oh, I'm so sorry in advance. I'm really not good at drawing.
I mean, you've got the legs, you've got the teeth.
I mean, I didn't have a black.
Yeah.
So I was.
I mean, what's going on with the fingers, darling? I
ran out of time.
No, but Wazzel. Not a bad effort.
Thank
not
you.
a bad effort. George, let's have a little look at yours.
I feel like me and you have known each other a while
We
now.
have.
We've got to know each other well.
Yeah. Is that a unicorn? Is that a unicorn you've gone for there? Yeah. There's a unicorn there. I mean, I have been called it in the past. Nathan, let's have a little look at your one.
Well, I am a descendant of Picasso himself,
Oh, wow.
so yeah, exactly, everyone. I have artistry in my bones. Is that a word? Yeah.
No.
Who knew you were so good with your hands? Do you know what, Nathan? I'm going to have to say Nathan's the winner there. Honestly, it's like a mirror image. It's like a mirror image. And I'd also like to thank our art team that actually drew that photo. Right. Yeah, I know all about you. It's time now for tomorrow's headlines in today's Bods News. Settle down, please. Settle. Our top stories tonight. The housemates have another rude awakening. It's Akeem the musical. Cameron's not happy with basic rations. And the housemates talk about bots again. First up at 9:49 this morning, Kian isn't best pleased about his early wake-up call. Run BT.
This is Big Brother. When the lights are on, housemates should rise and shine and enjoy their day.
There's more chance of me enjoying a fanny right now than enjoying my day.
I mean, I'm not sure what Kian's on about. He just needs to get more involved. Vulva, get it? Vagina, fanny? No, OK. Next up at 11:52, Akeem decided to treat Thomas to a private show. Run BT.
So I made a new song, right? It's like... You can take my washing machine. You can take my tumble dryer. You can take my hot water, if you know what I mean. But you can't take my soul, because my name is Akeem.
Ooh. Give me a dick.
No.
Okay.
So that's my song.
That's it.
Ooh, give me your dick indeed. Watch out, Tom Jones. The Keems are coming for you. Next up at 11:23, Cameron is having another grueling day of rations. Run PT, grueling. Gruel.
How does this give us what we need? I don't get it.
You can survive on that for many days.
It's not got anything in it, Akeem.
What are you looking at, the chickpeas or the kidney beans?
Everything. There's nothing. Disgusting. This is just ridiculous, Akeem.
Don't know what you're talking
I'm glad
about.
I'm not eating it. Can't believe we're not going to get food back. So after the game show, we're not doing anything.
Drink plenty of water or Cam, seriously.
No, I think I'd rather just collapse. Then I can go to hospital and have hospital food. Because at least there, they're not going to give us chickpeas and fucking red beans. At least there, you actually get something from the menu there.
I mean, it's not like Cameron to moan, but I can confirm that based on medical advice, all housemates have been provided sufficient calories and nutrition. I think Cameron's being a bit irrational about the rations. He's been moaning all day. Finally, at 12:34 this afternoon, Brooke, Kian and Thomas get very excited discussing their Dream Bots panel. Run VT.
So you hug Emma. When your interview's finished with her, stay in the seat when she walks off.
Yeah, you'll meet her again a bit on the side and stuff. I'm so excited for that, guys. so excited for that.
Ryland, Jesus.
I love
my
Ryland.
dream is about to come true. I always wanted to be on Pod's audience because they have so much fun there. But I never actually thought I would be sitting on the fucking iconic couch. And the celebrities on the pod, they don't give a fuck. They will go in on anybody.
Yeah, they will to you. They can be, if they don't like you, you know it. Who else would I love there?
I love Barbara in the audience.
Oh, she's funny, isn't she? She's a doe. She's an old woman that she's thinking like every night she comes there for her own accord. She's just so funny.
Yeah.
Well, I can confirm that Barbara does come and watch Bots of her own accord, don't you, Barbara?
Yes, I do.
Do you enjoy it?
Yes, I do.
And what is it you love about Big Brother?
Well, I thought that I could come every night.
OK, that's enough from you, Barbara. Don't milk it. And that's today's Bots News. Thank you. Oh, we love it too. All right, a very quick word about tomorrow's show. Is there anything you are desperate to get off your chest about this lot of Big Brother housemates? We know Barbara always does. Are you bonkers about Brooke or crazy over Cameron? Or is there something annoying you about Akeem? I want to hear from you. Yes. So please email botsphoneinat endemoluk.com before 11 a.m. tomorrow, and you could be the star of tomorrow's show, just like Barbara is.
You're not as much as a star as me, though, but I still love you.
All right, you're being spoiled tonight because the powers that be have given me this very exclusive clip to show you, and it looks like Lewis and Cameron are having a good old moan about someone, and it ain't who you think it is.
She goes in the diary room, she's a snake. Telling you now, she's hiding in plain sight as a dinner lady. I don't know what her problem is with me, but she's a fucking snake, I'm telling you now. Doing a little housewife image so everyone fucking, Shan cooks his food, Shan cleans up. Little snake. I literally wouldn't miss her if she went. She's a little weasel, in and out of that diary room, acting all quiet and innocent in here. I'm making tea for everyone again, I'm cleaning up. Fair enough, yeah, you do the chores, I can cook, I can clean. If she went, I'd cook and clean for everyone, it's not that big of a deal. She's assumed this role of mother of the house, and everyone's like, she's just getting this, she's a floater. She's floating away at the final.
For some reason, people can't seem to see what's fucking staring them at the face in this house. It literally has to happen before anyone sees it. But you're the overthinker because you think of things before it fucking happens.
Exactly,
what
and
the fuck?
I see them. Fuck off, you fucking fake cunts. This house is full of fucking reptiles. Fake cunts.
Chanel, I want to come to you first. Look, we see Lewis and Cameron a lot of the times in their own little bit, just them two talking about people. Sean is obviously on the receiving end of this one. What are you making of that chat?
Sean's not done anything. Sean has not done anything. She's so nice to everybody. Oh, God, my eye's twitching. My eye's twitching.
Oh, darling, stay with us.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
This is it. I mean, what a way to go, eh?
Rest in peace, love. Rest in peace.
No, but... Jesus. But, no, she hasn't done anything.
Darling, you fiddle with your lashes. I'll go somewhere else. We'll get the medical standby.
Oh, my God.
George, I mean, the two of them having that chat, I mean, like I've said, we've seen them have these chats before, but it seems they've just gone in on Sean now.
It's absurd. Like, a few people going in on her. She is literally the most lovely girl I've ever seen. She's done nothing wrong, and maybe because she's well-liked. I mean, to call her the C word.
But is she,
oh, my God.
No. Right, listen. Right, fair enough, take away the C word out of the situation. Is she well liked, though?
Yeah. What's she done?
Is she?
Yeah. Do you know what?
Sorry, can I
What's she done that makes you like her?
I just love the fact Chanel's going, yeah!
I don't remember it.
You've got something in your eye.
It's
we'll sort you out in a minute.
Do you want me to blow on it?
I mean, no!
I'll spell it if you want to.
Well, you can catch all of that in tomorrow night's main show.
It was one of
coming
your
up
cutes.
next, I've been dipping my dongle into the murky waters of social media, let me say. And I've been finding out what you lot have been saying, all things Big Brother. Yeah, I see you at BB Spy. I know what about you. Don't go anywhere, and we'll be talking about that straight after the break. Welcome back to Big Brother's bit on the side. Chanel, just want to check in. Is your eye all right?
Aye.
And George, are you well?
Just about.
It's going to be you next now.
Christy!
All right, there's not long left in the show, and the producers are like, get on with it. But I just really want to talk about my life.
Big Brother said immediately.
Oh, calm down, Big Brother. I'm a star. But I have gone incognito and dove deep into the World Wide Web to find out what you lot at home have been talking about. It's time to dissect your tweets, you nasty little trolls. To kick things off, we've got former housemate Matthew Davis. Lovely. He says, Lewis has turned on Isabella despite him seemingly fancying her a few days ago. He did the same to Kay after she showed interest in the other Lewis. Now, I'm noticing his complex interaction with women. Hashtag BBUK. Chanel, I mean, there is a bit of a... You're right now. I mean, there is a bit of a thing there, you know. We were talking about it earlier. He did sort of have the eyes for Isabel, if you like, and then there has been a turn. What
I feel like...
Don't say it, Chanel, don't say it.
OK, yeah.
What?
You go.
Go on. Why did I word with... Go on, say it.
I just feel... As the...
Chanel feels the kind of way. I'll say it for her.
No. Nobody's going to get me in trouble with lawyers. Don't say it. Let's go to George. George, what do you make of it?
I know what they make of it, but I don't know what I make of it.
You made the same dumb thing. You said the same thing.
All right, do you know what? I think it's safer to go this way. What are you making of it? Lewis with Isabella and now Kay.
Lewis, I just think Lewis is a nice-looking guy and everything, but I don't know, I just think he's just a bit too complicated, isn't he?
No.
Like, you could look at him and think, oh, you're really gorgeous, but you put gaffer tape over his mouth and just... Not like you.
Gorgeous, but you want to shut me up, apparently. Talking about Lewis's good looks, actually, next we have Ellie Prayers. Hi, Ellie, who says, if Lewis was ugly, he wouldn't be popular with the public. Hashtag BBUK.
Hang on.
George?
No, I disagree.
He ain't no Leonardo DiCaprio. Let's all slow it down. He's average looking.
You think he's average?
He's a poor man's Joe Wicks, isn't he? Let's be fair.
Fuck me. Oh, no, we don't do bashing of looks on this show.
No, he's handsome, but he's not like...
Listen,
wow.
Georgia, calm down. You've had a wine. For you.
She's on the sherry.
Lewis is stunning. And if he wasn't good looking, he's still a genuine nice person. He was there for Cameron throughout everything. Yes, he was.
No, he was there for Cameron
for everything. No, he wasn't, Chanel.
No, he was there for Cameron for a reason.
Listen, he was there for Cameron the whole way through, and I genuinely think that was a nice thing that he did. Because let's be honest, Cameron would never have come out if it wasn't for Lewis. And that goes to show that he's a nice person inside and out.
He would have done. It's all going on in here tonight. Next, let's move on to Alex Harrington. Hi, Alex. Says, what is going on with Zoe recently? Nominating Kian, oh no, she said Kane, and basically backstabbing him every chance she gets. She was one of my favourites at the start. Hashtag BBUK, hashtag BB Zoe, hashtag BB Kane, not Kian. Don't worry, Al. Nath, let me come back to you. Zoe. I mean, we have seen a bit of a shift with her with the Misfits and the whole Kian saga.
She's just insecure.
Oh, do you want to answer for me?
Yeah, she's insecure.
No, she's not.
Well, what do you think?
She's not, mate. So I think with Zoe...
Jealous.
No, she's not.
No.
Kian he dropped her as soon as Isabella came in the house.
Exactly.
And I'm not being funny. If one of my friends has been my friend from time, drop me like that, I would have been like, right, you little bitch, I'm going to put you up for nomination and I'll say something else about you.
Yeah.
There you go. If that's what you want to do, because that shows your true colours, that you can drop someone because someone exciting's come in the house.
Exactly.
They think it's pretty, and on the outside you be friends with her, then fair enough. What's wrong with Zoe? Why couldn't you be friends with her when she came in the house?
Chanel, do you agree?
Completely, I completely agree with you. She's not... I just feel like she's really insecure, and that's why... Because he's done that to her, so now she feels like she's putting a guard up. Do you know what I mean?
Well, yeah, there is that, but still.
But if you've known it for time...
But if you've known it for time, you don't do that to your friends, Chanel.
I've got 30 seconds left. As it currently stands from the nominated housemates, George, who would you like to see out of the house on Friday?
Oh, my God, that's too fast.
Oh...
Quick up.
Thomas.
Nathan. Hussein. Chanel.
Lewis.
Oh,
no. Thomas. Hussein. Isabella. Thomas. Hussein.
Thomas.
Isabella.
Thomas. Quick. That is all I've got about time for tonight. A massive thank you to Dr. Demetrios. Give up for my panel. Give up to my brilliant audience, as ever, and to you lot watching at home. We're going to be back tomorrow night just after 11. Rusty Lee's going to be here, plus Tiger Drew Honey, and the return of Lewis G and Isaac, who are now being touted as a duo called Lysac. Is that true? Or is it a Lysac? I'll tell you tomorrow.